Shai Ba'Hashem Rakal Kadash.
And double honors to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akim, pushing the truth and sincerity. And those who putting up videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep. And shalom, peace and blessings to the sincere sisters out there listening and learning.
So I'm going to start in Psalms chapter 30, verse 5. For his anger endureth but a moment, in his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy hath come in the morning. So what we've been through here in Babylon, okay, it's only but a moment. That's why the Lord, he gave us the Holy Spirit to endure. Okay, he gave us the scriptures to comfort us during this time, because we're about to enter a time that the world has never seen, which is Jacob's trouble. Okay, so he told us to endure. It's only but a short moment in time that we have to go through these things. But afterwards is the eternal kingdom. Okay, the kingdom upon heaven, the kingdom of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Psalms 118 and 24. It says, "This is the day which the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." And that's a Christian. And that's a Christian special right there. Okay, right. Because the Christians they rejoiced and they was glad in the day that their Lord hath made, Satan. And that day was the way society is built up right now. Women in control, right? Because when you look at all the people who's constantly pushing, this is the day that the Lord hath made. These are who? The heathen who are enjoying their lives, and primarily the nigger woman who enjoys her power seat that she's been endowed by the so-called white man, which Yahweh has blessed. Okay, because he made it so. And the men of Israel who are weak and submit to women, and who don't want to do things that men need to do, which is stand up for righteousness, which is stand up against Babylon, stand up versus the way society has been built. Okay, these are the people who's rejoicing, who were rejoicing, and who were glad. And before the video started up, me and the brother was just going into we were just talking about how Jacob's trouble would be the best thing to happen to somebody who truly loves Yahweh B'Shem Yashai. Jacob's trouble would be the best thing for you, because we know things are going to be the worst time that this ever was, but at the same time, the scriptures say 1,000 is going to fall. It's going to fall by thy side, and I think it says like 10,000 by the right. Okay, so but you will not be touched. Going into how if you got faith, no matter what's going on, you're not going to be touched in that day. Now, we know some of the men of the Lord are going to be tortured. They're going to die for this. We understand that. But at the same time, if I had to choose being decapitated or go another 5 years in this bitch, cut my head off.
I say, sign me up. Cut my head off right now.
Living in society is like one of the worst. The way society is set up right now, living here is one of the worst things ever. We don't have any power. We got to bow down to the heathen. We got to bow down to the heathen and the women. And when I say this, I'm not talking about me specifically. I'm speaking as the Israelite man in general.
Right.
We got to bow down to everybody.
Right.
And then on top of that, we got to accept everything that comes our way. We got to be a man about it. Right. We got to be a real man. We just got to take that shit.
Right.
But we're the only people who are accepted to take this. Nobody else is accepted to take the bullshit we got to take. But like the scripture just said, Psalms 118, this is the day right here. This is the day that Yahweh B'Shem Yashai have made, and we're rejoicing and we're glad in it. Because it's about time. These people are starting to panic.
Right.
They're starting to lose sleep at night.
Exactly.
They starting to get anxious and scared over when somebody coughs, when somebody sneezes. Now they want to fight. Now they're worried. They're thinking about old people. Oh, we got to protect the old people. We gotta. I be going to stores, bro. I be seeing people spray down carts, wiping them down, right? So fucking worried. Where everybody got masks on, right? Everybody got masks on. I seen a nigga smoking a cigarette with a mask on. I'm like, nigga, are you stupid?
Press, right.
Nigga, are you stupid, nigga?
But hey, that's what, and that. But see, that's the spirit. Once again, that the Lord, He's gonna have of separation. You know, you're gonna have the spirit of darkness, of not having understanding. But then you're gonna have those men, the elect, okay, in the spirit of rejoicing, in the spirit of understanding, okay. It's gonna be no gray area in this. You're either gonna be the elect or you're not. You're either gonna be saved or you're not. You're either gonna be rejoicing in these times or you're not, man.
I think I'll get this real quick. I'll break it down. It's Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. It shall be the stability of thy times.
Con. And see, the stability, well, the wisdom and knowledge that the scriptures are talking about are the scriptures, okay? Us understanding what's happening, we can verify through the scriptures, okay? We see this quarantine being used as martial law, like it says in Second Esdras, okay? Like it says in Isaiah and Jeremiah. We see that these times are coming. So us understanding that, guess what? You're not in the dark about things. So when you're not,
and it doesn't matter if the virus is real or not real. That shit doesn't fucking matter.
Our enemies are using this. So regardless, we have to look at it like, regardless, real or not, this is what they're using to bring upon Jacob's trouble, okay? To bring upon the destruction of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But like I said before, the thing that's going to help us is the scriptures, man. This is the light. This is the understanding that Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua gave us. This is the stability of thy times, like the brother just said. That's why we're not walking around with Lysol in one hand and a mask in the other, and we're looking everywhere, you know? Why? Because the Lord, he told us these things will happen. He gave us a heads up, you know? If you're like right now, it's sunny, you can see everything. If I walk from here over there, I'm not gonna look both ways and say, oh my God, I might can slip, I might can fall. Why? Because I see, I'm in the light about things. If this was pitch black dark, I would have to feel my way around, and I'd kind of, be more so in that spirit of no understanding. It's the same thing was happening here. This is the light. This is the light. So Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, he brought that unto us and gave us this knowledge. So this is the stability of the times that we're entering.
It's Proverbs 14:15. The simple believe every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings.
And that's, once again, that's what you have today. Everyone's looking at the media. Whatever the media is saying, they're going with that. Okay? I give about 5 or 6 days, you're going to start seeing, if you don't have a mask on in public, you're going to be basically outlawed.
People might even try to attack you.
Yeah, like literally, they're going to look at you like the enemy. Why? Because these people go with what they say. They don't search out anything, man.
They might put out, the people without masks on, they're in danger in public. They're getting people sick. So whoop your ass.
Right, so the majority is going to go with these things because they don't search out any matter, man.
So like, I was watching a video yesterday, and it was going into how these pastors are getting arrested for still having church.
Right.
It was the guy was having church, and you see guys riding past in cars. You assholes, you're a danger in society. You need to shut that shit down. Close down the church. You're endangering everybody, asshole.
And showing you once again that Esau, the so-called white man, his wine, his philosophies, he still got it over the people. They still believe it. This is how wicked and deceitful this man is, man.
And that's going to cause the people to turn against each other.
Exactly. It's like all he's doing is causing division. He's giving you.
He want chaos.
Order out of chaos. It's called the Hungarian dialect. He's giving you two sides of the story, but not understanding that he's the one in the middle, behind the scenes, controlling it all. He just wants you to pick a side because you'll constantly be at war like that.
But you're still playing his game.
Exactly.
You're still playing his game.
And that's how. And once again, when you in that realm, okay, then he can always win, man. That's why this is the stability of our time.
Shalom, Karatazah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
But that's why, this is the stability of our times, because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We're not ignorant of what he's doing. This is James chapter 5 verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. But above all things, my brethren, swear not, neither by heaven, neither by the earth, neither by any other oath. But let, Con, go ahead, break it down.
So it says, look at the it says we count the scriptures. When you look at the history and the scriptures, the people who endured, we do what? We count them happy. Look at when Moses brought us out of Egypt.
Con.
You had we endured in the wilderness, and we got what? To the promised land. You look at Job. He endured through his affliction, and he was given crazy wonders. Okay, he was crazy multiplying. And Job at the time was already like one of the richest men in the land, and he was given even greater than that after he endured. And that's just, and look at Yahushua, all the affliction he went through, and look what happens when he endured. He got all the crowns, and his blessings are not even done yet.
Right.
He still's coming back to reap the rest of his reward.
Right.
And that's what Yahweh Shem Yahshua is all about.
Mhm.
Okay, like it says in matter of fact, you can grab that Hebrews, I think it's 12 and 8. The scripture is all about we endure to get blessings.
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 8. I started 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is dealing with you. If he receives you gotta go through that affliction. Because we know acceptable men is tried in what?
God.
The furnace of adversity.
God.
So if you're going to be of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, it's like the Bloods or the Crips.
Right.
You got to be
You gotta
jumped in.
initiate it, right.
You can't just get in. You got to
Right.
get jumped in.
Right.
And that's with anything. Any job you get into, you don't just automatically get benefits. You don't just automatically. You got like a
You gotta
period.
show like that grace period. You gotta
Yeah.
show your worth to the company. You know, and that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua he did with us. You know, we gotta show that we love him. Practice faith. Preach my word. Practice brotherly love. You know, all of these things. That's the test. That's the see. Are you ready to be a part of my corporation, my company, so to speak? You know.
Because we hear you saying it,
Right.
But let's see
Right.
if you're going to actually live by those words. Be ye hearers, be doers, not hearers only. So let's see if you're about what you're talking about.
It says, but if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? So Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he said, he gave us earthly fathers, and we listened to them. So how much more for the Heavenly Father? Okay? If the Heavenly Father wants you to do something, you gotta do it, man. You know? You sit up there and you'll listen to your grandparents or your parents. How much more for Yahweh Shem Yahushua?
And it also said, that it's also talking about the correction. When your father in the world corrected you, you don't hate him.
Right.
You're not just thinking about your dad, man. He whipped me when I was 6. I hate him.
Right.
No, because when you grow up, you should, or at least you should come to an understanding that he did these things to help you. When you look at this generation, like me and this brother, like our ages probably about, I'm going to say like 27 and up, maybe 28, 29 and up. When you look at our generation compared to this generation, the difference is that he picked things up to destroy our people. One of those things that he did was he brought more fathers out of the home, and on top of that, he didn't allow you to beat your kids anymore.
Right.
And we don't beat your kids, but they do things that are wrong at an early age.
That basically practice rebelliousness.
Time.
You know, and then that's when that spirit of rebellion takes over because you've never been chastised. You know, so when you've never been chastised, you're growing up in a spirit of doing what you want to do, and the Lord doesn't work like that. That's the same thing with His men. You can't go about this in this holy conversation and think you're going to do what you want to do. The Lord, He's going to chastise you. That's that furnace of adversity.
And you gotta love him for it. It's like you love your father for
God.
chastising you.
God. This is go ahead.
I would say if you got true wisdom, you will. That's how the scriptures say we count them happy, which are confronted with diverse temptations. We count them happy. And we also understand that you said.
Go ahead.
And we also understand that the things that we go through is going to help us out. Because there'll be things that I go through personally. Maybe initially when I go through it, I don't know what it's for. I don't know why it's for. But then afterwards, and I think back on it, I'm like, okay, this really helped me for this, that, and the third. Now I can see things like this. Exactly. Yep. So Yahweh Shemi Ashai, he said he's not doing this to break us down. He's trying to build us up.
Right. Because once again, the day of Jacob's trouble is going to be a day like no other. So we're going to be placed in situations that when we were here in the world, Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, he was chastising us for these upcoming events. Okay, for these upcoming situations. You know, like I said, I say it all the time. You know, a brother may have financial troubles to where he's now able to provide for his family, basically living off of a dollar. You know, living off of you know, a short supply of money, or living off of no money for a short while. Well, guess what? During Jacob's trouble, when an economy's collapsed, he's going to be trained to get through those things. So it's not going to be hard unto him. You know. So this is why we go through that furnace of adversity. This is why the Lord, he chastises those that he loves, you know, and this is why we don't scoff at Yahweh Bahashemi Hawashai when he does these things.
I think put this right here. It's 2 Corinthians 4:16, for which because we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. And when you got a man who's not heavily relying on physical attachments, like as far as like money goes, he's obviously going to be leaning more towards the spiritual things. And that's going to be good. If a man right now can make it off of nothing, that's only going to increase his faith, because you're looking back like, damn, I'm making it off of nothing. Exactly. Obviously, Yahweh Shemi Ashai, he got some kind of stock in me. Obviously, and then that increases your faith. When you go through things and you get out of it, and then you can see clearly there's no natural way you could have made out of that. That increases your faith. And that's why Yahweh Shemi Ashai, he chose the poor of the world, because when you got people who have a lot of things going for them, they get ungrateful, they get spoiled. But when you ain't got nothing going for you, those little scraps, you're completely grateful for it. Completely grateful just for those little scraps.
And especially how Esau set this world up. He set it up to where if you were to make money, you're going to be in the mindset to make more. It's never enough. Okay, it's always more to do.
More money, more problems.
More money, more problems, you know? And a lot of people want to take that on. Okay, so the Lord, that's why he deals with the lowly, because he understands that you're going to call on him. You're going to look to him for your faith. You're going to look to him towards, you know, providing for you. If you feel like, you know, you got a bank account and life is good, you'll never meditate on Yahweh Bahashemi Hawashai.
For what? You got everything.
You got everything. You got everything. Why would you meditate on the Lord if you got everything? And this is let me get this out. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. I start at verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. So here, even as we're doing stuff like this, you know, we're doing a lesson and we're edifying the body of Yahweh Bahashemi Hawashai of Israel, but people, they'll look at us and say, you know, these guys are bums. You know, it's a beautiful day out here. How come they're not at a bar? You know, how come they're not with women? You know, how come they're not doing something else? You know? So to the unwise, we look like we're dead. You know? It says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. And that's, once again, that's how they look at it. They look at us like we're destroyed. We're some, you know, just two bums, okay? Two so-called black men who don't got nothing better to do.
Wearing dresses.
Yeah, wearing dresses, looking crazy. Not understanding that we're actually building up the tabernacle of David. Not understanding that we're of the hopeful elect. Okay, not understanding that we've been given knowledge, ancient knowledge, secret knowledge of the Heavenly Father. Not understanding that we're the future kings on this planet, man. It says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And that's why we do this. We understand that on the other side, if Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai sees favor in us, we're going to be immortals, man. We're going to be gods upon this planet. We're going to be the rulers. We're going to have the heathen into subjection. That's why we go so hard for the Lord, to hopefully be of that number, be of that precious elk.
And it's and it also said, and though we punish in the sight of men, yet our hope is full of immortality. And immortality means never die, never wither away, never fade. And even though we're punished in the sight of men, our hope never dies. We're not like, damn, man, I got all these people around me, they making money, they're prospering, but I'm just sitting over here, I'm not prospering, I'm still at my same job. Right? Even though people, it appears that people are getting further than us, they're prospering more than us, we're not looking at that, and our hope is not dwindling. Our hope is still full of immortality. We still have that hope. We're still holding on to it. We understand that nothing here everything here is gonna fall. Okay? And these people who are heavily invested in this world, they obviously, because like the scripture just read, though our outward man perish, our inward man is renewed day by day, getting stronger. So what do you think happens to these people when their outward man is getting bigger? Their inward man is shrinking. The more they can gravitate on the worldly things, growing their own riches, that's the more they're going to go apart from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh because they don't need them. Right. They already made. Why do you need God if you already got everything? You don't. Mm-hmm. It don't make sense.
And that's that righteous judgment, that heavenly balance of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Like the brother just said, as we're being punished in the sight of men, we're actually growing. The inward man is growing. These people, their outward man may be growing, but the inward man is being punished. Okay?
That's why they got the mask on. That's why they stocking up food. If they was in the right state of mind, they wouldn't be doing any of that. But they've been so heavily invested in this carnality, they gotta keep feeding onto it. It's like a junkie. You gotta keep feeding into it.
And this is what, this is what Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai was talking about with the mark of the beast. You see, these people have now subscribed to Esau's system, and they're only subscribing more and more to it. It's not going to be a thing of this economy that we know collapsing, and then everyone's going to be like, no, I don't want the market to be. No, you're already in the spirit. You already invested. I got the house. You told me to put a mask on? Cool. You told me to stockpile? I'll do that. You told me to stay 6 feet away from someone? I'll do that. You are invested in Esau's system. So guess what? When he roll that chip out, you're going to take it. It's not going to be a thing of, and I keep telling people that I'm around, it's not going to be a thing of, I know about the mark of the beast, so I'm not going to take it. No. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, he's going to put a spirit upon you. Okay? It's going to be spirits out here, man.
And even if you didn't take it, it doesn't matter.
He said that
if you don't take it for him, there's a reason for not taking it, because there's going to be people out here who don't take the chip, and it's going to be a resistance. It's going to be another resistance. But if that resistance isn't in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, it don't fucking matter. And you might as well take the chip.
Salaki, but I think it was in Isaiah. He said, if you don't die through the sword, you're gonna die through the famine. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't. The Lord, He got you. You're going to perish. Okay, you're going to go through Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai's wrath, one way or the other. It's not going to be a thing of you sat here in Babylon and subscribe to his ideas, and that in the end you're just going to come back to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. It's not happening that way. It's not happening that way. You had to, once again, you had to put in work. You had to put in work, and that's what we're reading here. Go ahead, Ak. And actually, let me finish this. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 6. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine, and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. So Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, He's tried us. That furnace of adversity, He tried us so that we can come out like gold, okay? So we can come out the way that the Lord wants us to come out. Because when we came into this, we still had to shed the ideology of Babylon, okay? All of these wicked philosophies. So now we're coming out on the other side in that hope of immortality. Go ahead, Art.
This is Proverbs 27:20. It says, hell and destruction are never full. So the eyes of man are never satisfied. So it says hell and destruction are never full. It's going all you people who's going to be going to the hell and destruction, a low place. We talk hell's a low place, and destruction. We already know what that is. Okay, so it says just like hell and destruction is always filled, is never full. You always got people going in that way. That's just like the eyes, the people who live by their eyes, the people who live by the carnal. Because you want you get the iPhone 7, you got to get the 8. You get the 8, you got to get the 9. You get the 9, you got to get the 10. You get the PlayStation 3, you got to get the 4. You want the 4, then you want the 5. It's never full here.
Exactly, and that's once again that's the subscription of Esau. You are in a consistent rat race, man. You are a robot here. Okay? You are nothing but a commodity. You are an entity. You are a consumer here. You're not a person.
It's like in the Matrix, where they're talking, remember? You see the Matrix, the first one, when they had all the people living in the fields, feeding into that system,
Exactly.
allowing the machines to live.
Exactly. And that's
People are no longer born, they're bred.
Yep. Exactly. And that's pretty much here. That's why you have so much discord amongst Babylon. Everyone has been bred to believe in something. So no one wants. I'm a Democrat. I don't care what you say. I don't care what. Fuck that. I'm blue. I'm gonna vote blue. And instead of looking at a situation like what has this done for us? You know, they have been bred, like this brother said, because Esau. This is his system. This is this beast system. It just eats you up, man. Go ahead, Art.
All right, this is 2 Corinthians.
I think you got 4:17. I got Psalms
4 and 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. So, because we understand, like I was just going into, this right here is a light affliction. This is light work. This is nothing compared to the glory that's on the line that could be received. Those crowns. This is what we're going through right now. Is nothing compared to that. Okay, like Psalms 30 and 5, we've been enduring for a night, but joy come in the morning. And that morning is going to be eternal. It's going to be forever. So we don't got our minds fixed on what's going on now. We got our minds fixed on the possibility of what could be. Our hope, even though, like the scripture said, Wisdom of Solomon, though we be punished in the sight of men, yet our hope is full of immortality. Our hope is never wavering, never dying. And we pray that our Yahweh Shem Yahshai keeps his spirit on us to feel that way.
And that hope of immortality also goes into when we see this kingdom crumbling, you know? Every time we see, you know, day by day, Esau's kingdom crumble further, that immortality, that hope of immortality is now like, oh man, the kingdom's here, you know, the kingdom's coming, you know? So we want to go even harder because we're seeing, once again, we're seeing the kingdom crumble, you know, Esau's kingdom crumble. So our hope is that immortality is coming for us, our kingdom, okay? The kingdom that's going to last forever. This is Psalms chapter 103, verse 9. He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever. He hath not dealt with us after our sins, nor rewarded us according to our iniquities. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is his mercy toward them that fear him. And far as the east is from the west, so far hath he removed our transgressions from us. Like as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth them that fear him. So once again, that fear of the Lord, that's a gift, just along with faith. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said, if he taught us in Baruch, he didn't put us in these captivities to destroy us. He put us in these captivities so we would understand what not to do. This is what happens when you follow other gods. But he said, he just said it. I still have mercy upon you. If you fear me, I'm gonna show you mercy. You know? How beautiful is that? How many brothers can say that? How many of our women can say that? That's why we're destroyed out here, man. There's no forgiveness. There's no order. We're going to go through things and it's going to seem like, you know, a long period of time, but actually it's light. This is light work, man. When we in the kingdom, we're not even going to think about this. We're honestly going to be laughing at stuff like this. You know, what we had to go through. Drinking wine with the brethren, laughing at it, you know? Like, man, we did that, you know? Yahweh Shemi Hawashai was with us. All praises with, you know, with our glasses up. Like, man, whoo! We literally made it out of Babylon. But the Lord said, if we fear him, he's going to show us mercy. So that's a part of this, you know? Go ahead.
Read 9 again.
Come.
First line.
He will not always chide, neither will he keep his anger forever.
So he's not always going to be happy. He's not always going to be angry at us.
Come.
And that goes into Proverbs 11:1, where we know Yahweh Shema Shai deals with a balance. So he's not going to always be angry, but he's not going to always be mad either.
Come.
And that's another thing that we hope and have faith in.
Yep.
That's another thing we look forward to. We know right now it's not looking that good, but we got hope and faith in what's to come.
Right. You know, then that hope also comes with, hey, he gave us this word, you know, starting with the apostles of GMS on down, you know, he gave us this word. So let's take that and let's at the bare minimum do what we understand now.
Come.
You know?
Grab on 17 in that chapter.
Psalms 103, verse 17. But the mercy of the Lord is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him, and his righteousness unto children's children, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them. The Lord hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Bless ye the Lord, all ye his hosts, ye ministers of his, that do his pleasure. Bless the Lord, all his works in all places of his dominion. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Go ahead, break that down, Knock, and I'm gonna just follow up.
And we're the angels are blessed. Okay, the hosts are blessed. We're also angels, and even still in these chains of darkness, and we're also a part of the host.
Yep,
Which
that
you
army.
go in the host, it means army. We're also a part of this army. We're the that's why Yahweh Shah compared us to soldiers, because we're a part of the army right now. Okay, and our weapons of warfare are not carnal. Our weapons are spiritual weapons. Our weapons is our intellect right now. Now we know it's going to be a time where he's going to lift up a standard, and he's going to have men go from spiritually sitting back being fishers to spiritually being warriors, actually getting busy out here. We understand that. But like it just said, Yahweh Shemi Shai, his mercy. Matter of fact, read the 17, the first line again.
Come. It says, but the mercy of the Lord is from everlasting to everlasting upon them that fear him.
So the ones that fear him, like we just were going into, that fear. The ones that fear Yahweh Shemi Shai, that his mercy on them is going to be everlasting. This is why he's constantly, this is why this life right now, he gave us a bailout. Mm-hmm. That bailout was the scripture. He brought us back because his mercy upon them that fear him is everlasting. He gave us a bailout. He brought us back. He could have left us in destruction. Could have left us in sin to die. But he said, "No, I'm going. You know what? My mercy. I fuck with them. I'm gonna have mercy on them. I'm gonna give them a bailout. I'm gonna give them a chance to come back to earn their crown. I'm gonna give them a chance to make it into the kingdom. And what else can you ask for?
And he said that's everlasting. So if we fear him, he said our children's children, he's gonna bless. There's no other power on this planet who can say that, man. All of these false gods, they can't promise you that. The Lord said, if you fear him, our children's children, he will have everlasting mercy upon them.
Time. This is Isaiah 54:7. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I will have mercy on thee, says Yahweh thy Redeemer. So Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, he kind of hid from us for a while, but now he's lifted our people back up. He gave us his truth. He gave us a way out of this. Okay, he's feeding us with pastors according to his heart, and those pastors are doing according to his heart. Okay, and it's trickling down, has trickling effect.
Con. And
Okay.
that's Salaki, and that, but that's that mercy, man. Like the brother said, we didn't have to, he didn't have to bring us back, and that's also how you know that you don't choose the Lord. That's a saying that's in the Christian community. Oh, I came back to the Lord. I was an alcoholic, but I chose to come back to the Lord. No, the Lord say, you don't choose me, I choose you.
Okay. I thought I was gonna be a boxer.
Con, I thought I was gonna be a singer, bro. Never once in my mind did I think, in my wildest dreams, that I literally be standing up for the Holy Bible, standing up for my nation, understanding who my nation is.
I would have laughed.
You know?
If I told me you're gonna be into the Bible, I would have been
like,
out of
yeah,
that
okay.
bullshit.
You know, that white man's book. You know what I
Right.
mean? But he literally showed us mercy and brought us back. You can give this, but man, there's people that's right now running all around us. They're nice days, so they're running. I can get this book to these people right now. They're not gonna understand this.
They don't want to.
They don't want to. They don't have the fear of the Lord. So once again, this is a blessing. This is a mercy call that the Lord has placed upon us, man. Well, go ahead, Doc. I just want to say that.
Yeah, that was it.
Con. Let me. This is Psalm, chapter 56. I'll start at verse 8. Thou tellest my wanderings. Put thou my tears into thy bottle. Are they not in thy book? When I cry unto thee, then shall my enemies turn back. This I know, for Yahweh is for me. In Yahweh will I praise his word, and in Yahushai will I praise his word. In Yahweh have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me. And that's how we feel. We understand that every person upon this planet, every organism, there's a fountain of water shooting up. That's ordained through Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. There's literally leaves falling off this tree. That's ordained through Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. No man can harm us unless it's ordained through the Heavenly Father.
That's crazy. That's a great insurance right there. You know you're doing everything in your power to please Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and you know that that's going to happen to you because unless He authorizes it, that's a great thing because you feel confident. If you really doing what you're doing for the Lord, you feel confident. You feel untouchable. If you're doing what you're doing for the Lord, you feel confident. You're like, I'm good. Because I know I'm trying my best. Matter of fact, can you get Judges 5 and 11? You're like, I know I'm doing my best for Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. I'm trying to be brotherly. I'm trying to give out mercy and forgiveness. I'm trying to feed the sheep the best of my ability. Right? If you're doing this knowingly, if you're knowingly doing your best, you should feel confident and untouchable. Because like Yahweh Shai was telling the brothers, he said not even a bird is going to fall from the sky without Yahweh's authorization. So just knowing that, you should feel great. You got that?
Con, this is Judges chapter 5 verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord.
So the people who are going to get salvation, they're going to be the ones that's rehearsing the righteous acts. And rehearse means you're trying to be perfect. You're trying. When you get a script and you're rehearsing it, you're trying to learn it for the part. And that's what we're doing. That's it on that. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to rehearse we're trying to rehearse this script. Okay? We're trying to rehearse the script of the 144. We're trying to rehearse the script of the elect.
Right.
We're trying our best. And it says the place of drawing waters is talking about Great Babylon. Because back in the day when people who would draw water would be servants. They would send servants to go draw up water. So, and it's in place in America is what? The place for the servants. That's why Babylon is known for being Egypt.
Con.
Okay,
It's a place of bondage. You're just a
Con.
slave. But the
And-
Lord, go ahead.
and the noise of the archer is going to be those missiles, and
Con.
ultimately, which represents the destruction in general.
Right.
Because we know the wind. They tell you in Revelation 7 it represents the destruction.
Con.
So the people who are going to get salvation from all the destruction is going to come is going to be the ones that's trying their best to complete that script. They're trying to fit that role.
Con.
We audition. We're trying our best to make that part.
Right. So, and that's why once again we're not afraid of what man can do unto us. You know, the Lord said, "You fear me. If you fear me, I'm gonna give you everything you need to know. I'm gonna give you the understandings of literally every nation upon this planet. Why you're in a situation you're in. How come the so-called white man does the things that he do? All the other heathen nations." He said, "Listen, just fear me. Don't be worried about what man can do. Man is in my hands. Just fear me." Go ahead, Art.
This is Psalms 59 and verse 8. It says, "But though Yahweh shall laugh at them, thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Because his strength will I wait upon thee, for Yahweh is my defense." Yahweh, it says, "The power of my mercy shall prevent me. Yahweh shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power and bring them down. Yahweh our shield, for the sin of their mouth and the word of their lip, let them be taken in their pride. And for cursing and lying which they speak, consume them in wrath, consume them that they may not be. And let them that Yahweh ruleth," it says, let them know that Yahweh ruleth in Jacob and the end of the earth, Salah. And that evening let them return, and let them make a noise like a dog, and go around about the city. Let them wander up and down for meat, and grudge if they not be satisfied. And that's going to be what's going to come. Our people, the 2/3 of our people and all the heathen is going to get caught in this destruction. They're going to be wandering to and fro. They're going to be consumed.
Yep.
They're going to be looking to satisfy themselves. They're going to be looking to run into houses, to take things, and everything is coming. And this purge, aka the Jacob trouble, everything is coming. These people are not going to be satisfied.
Con.
Okay, they're going to be constantly looking for something, constantly trying to survive, constantly looking for shelter. This is going to be those people. But like it just said, the previous verses up, we're going to wait. Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to be our defense. It says, "But I will sing of thy power, ye, I will sing aloud of thy mercy in the morning, for thou hast been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble. Unto thee, O my strength, will I sing, for Yahweh is my defense and the glory of the power of my mercy." So, and that's going to be the men of the Lord. Okay, when all this trouble is hitting, they tell you in Isaiah 65th chapter, it tells you that when Jacob's trouble hit, the men of the Lord, they're going to be singing, dancing, eating, drinking, being merry, right? They're going to be in this great spirit when the day of Jacob's trouble hit. While everybody else is going to be sad, crying, hungry, thirsty, upset, angry, not knowing what's to come. This is the spirit that they're going to be in. While the men of the Lord are going to be good, they're going to be taken care of.
And long story short, they're going to be jealous.
Con.
They're going to be jealous. Let me get this. This is Psalm 126, verse 5. "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. He that goeth forth and weeping, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing his sheaves with him." So you're going to see a flipping of the guard. You know, the men of the Lord right now, we're sowing, we're sighing and crying unto him. You know, we want this kingdom to crumble. You know, we want our kingdom to be established. But the Lord said very soon, he's going to turn our tears into joy. Okay? And those that are here in Babylon who are complacent, who want this society to continue, they want it to thrive, okay? They're going to be sorrowful. they're gonna be filled with sorrow. So you're gonna see a flipping of everything, man. That's why the Lord, he deals with righteous balance. Everything's about balance. It may seem like in the sight of men we die, but on the flip side, when these people, when their society crumbles, we're gonna be raised up, man. So it's a healthy balance.
Just like right now, this
Time.
place is falling. The men of the Lord, we're
Right.
happy about this.
Time.
Every
Time.
day I'm looking at different news articles and video. I see bodies dropping,
Time.
people panicking. I'm happy.
Yep. And all we doing, we're praising the Lord. While
Mhm.
everyone else they can't believe what's going on. You
I'm
know?
like, it's about fucking time.
Exactly. You got our family members now looking at us like, damn, was he right? I had, my grandparents, I told my grandmother, stuff like this all the time, but she told me, she was like, I've been trying to tell your grandfather what you've been saying, this and that. And hey, that's all fine and dandy, but you still got to come back and you still got to praise the Lord, and call on his right name. It's not just, we know that these things are going to happen and now we just sit back. No, we have to come back to our laws. We have to come back to our commandments. Okay? So there's a like I said, there's a changing of the guard, so to speak, that's happening, man. You're seeing the transition happen.
This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse I'm gonna say 3. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is in the kingdom of heaven." Blessed are they. So it says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit." You got us, the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect. We're poor in spirit. Okay, we're poor here, but in reality, we're rich in faith. Okay, we're poor here, but we're rich in faith. And we don't live life like we're poor. Okay, we don't feel poor in a sense where we got our head hanging down. We always got our hand out begging people. No, we're not even living like that. We're not living like a chickens with our heads cut off. We're calm and collected. Okay, people losing their jobs right now and they're panicking. Meanwhile, the men of the Lord are sitting back, we're laughing. We knew this was going to happen. We making proper changes through the Spirit. We're not. Go ahead.
Salakia, but just to, you know this, but just to give you just a little what's going on with me. But last week I lost my job, and the following day I think my wife, she lost hers. Now, of course, she kind of panicked, and I had to put things together. We're gonna be all right. Don't worry. Yahweh Shai got us. Next day, what happens? I get a call. I get another job. Now, what the brother was just saying, these things, a lot of things are gonna happen to where people are gonna be placed in situations they're not going to have faith, so they're gonna go crazy. I could have went nuts in that situation. Oh my gosh, how we gonna pay this bill? My son, how he's gonna have X, Y, and Z? What about me? I said no. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, he got it. And he provided, and he provided very fast. That's why I was just, hey, the Lord is in control, man. The Lord is in control. I don't even care about a damn job, to be honest with you. I just want this fucking society to collapse. Of course I gotta do what I gotta do, but I'm counting down the days, So we practice faith, man. That's the main thing right now. We gotta practice faith for the time to come. Go ahead, man. Actually, you done?
It says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." And it's hard for me to say right now that I'm mourning. It's hard for me to say that. The way everything's going right now, it's hard for me to say that I'm mourning right now. I'm not going to lie. The way things are looking, I'm feeling real comforted right now. I'm feeling real comforted. I'm feeling good. I never felt so good ever. I'm feeling real good right now, more than I felt in a long time. And it's because of this place is coming down. And like I said, blessed are they that mourn, because we did mourn. Before this happened, we were fucking in a state of mourning. We got to come out every week, talk to these disrespectful ass, ungrateful ass niggas, and then taking all the disrespect. And then now it's like, now they're panicking. Now they run around chickens with their head cut off, and now we're calm.
And on top of that, the prophecies are unfolding. So as they unfold, we're now like man, our kingdom's coming. Like it's close. We're close. So it's a beautiful thing.
It says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." And we hungered and thirst for righteousness. This is why we wanted the 2/3 of our men to come back into the truth or be destroyed. This is why we wanted our women to come back in the truth or be destroyed. This is why we wanted to be in chains, the heathens to go back into their place under us. Why? We hungered
For righteousness.
and thirst for righteousness. We want to see righteousness established. Not for our sake, for our sake, but
Right.
for y'all. What we wanted is what we did leading up to this life. I wanted to be a fighter. He wanted to be a singer.
Right.
That's what we wanted.
Right.
But now, coming into the truth, we want what our Lord wants.
Right.
And that's what it's all about, wanting what your Lord wants.
Right.
As men, we're supposed to want what Yahweh Shemi Shah wants. As women, we're supposed to want what our husband wants. That's just how it's supposed to be. Look at children. When you look at, you watch shows and things like that, when you hear like you hear an athlete talk and his dad was like in the sports or something, he was like, I always wanted to do this for my dad, or I always wanted to be good like my dad, so on and so forth. Look at Floyd. His dad was a boxer. His uncle was a boxer. A lot of these basketball players, I think, Kobe. I think his dad was his mom or his dad, one of them was a basketball player.
Yep.
People pick up. They want to be like who they're over. That's how it's supposed to be. Children don't want to be like the parents.
Right.
And the wives are supposed to want to be like to be under the husbands, and the husbands are supposed to want to be under Yahweh Shemi Shah. That's how this is supposed to work. That's how this is supposed to work.
You want to strive to make the Father happy. That's a part of the order. Yahweh Shai wanted to make Yahweh happy, so he did what Yahweh wanted him to do. The men of the Lord, we want to make sure, we want to make Yahweh Shai happy, so we're going to do what he wants us to do. Our women, our wives, they should want to make us happy, so they should want to, do what we want them to do. And the children as well. So it's all about order, and it's all about following that order.
And it's common sense.
It
common
really
sense.
is. Especially, it's common sense when you look at it from an aspect of a royal nation. You know what I'm saying? When you want order, it's common sense. When
you want order, it's common
sense. You want order, it's common sense. It's not hard, I'm not sitting over here reading Leviticus and I'm like, oh my gosh, we can't eat shrimp. If you want order, you're going to have to do this. Say no more. It's simple, It's point blank. It's very simple when you come into this truth and you understand what Yahweh Shai has been, what he put in front of us, man. All of these things are not to destroy us. It's to make us separate, to make us holy, to make us literally gods upon this planet. Point blank.
And we look at these other nations, they got order. We look at these other nations, the women are not over them, man. The children are telling the parents what to do. It's complete fucking order among these other nations. Okay, let's minus Esau, his dirty ass, because his whole house is all fucked up. He made sure that there is no women over there making more than him. When you look at the top, money makers over there, the men completely over the women. But as far as the women and not disrespecting them, that's a little bit crazy over there.
They like when their women disrespect them.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. We ain't talking about that. But all the Hamites, the Elamites, the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, the women are not over them. The women are not equal to them.
You know what's crazy? They don't even want to be.
They don't want to be. They don't fucking want that shit.
And you know why? Because they understand order.
And it works.
Exactly. If that's like me having a business. If I have a business and X, Y, and Z is how this business has thrived, has literally made millions, then guess what? I'm not going to say, nah, we need to fire everybody and let's see how the business do. No, if the business has been doing good, I'm going to follow what's been set before me, so it can continue that way. It's the same thing with our community. This is why we have order. This book is order. But what happens when you shy away from this book? What happens when you use the other the heathens' philosophies? You don't have fucking order, man. And that's what happened to our nation. That's why we're here today.
But the funny thing is, we're the only people using the heathens' handbook.
Yep.
They're not even using their
Con,
handbook. They're
con.
using our handbook.
Con. And they're acting as if,
We're the animals.
right, and trying to destroy us, but behind closed doors, they're in the order. Like I said, there's not uprisings in the Chinese family. Like, the wife's not, I want my equal rights. No, she's not doing that, bro. It's a role she plays, she's playing that role. It's a role her husband plays, he's playing that role. This is how things keep moving. This is how they continue to have wealth. This guy continues to stay in their family upon generation. This is what happens.
We tried it. I mean, they pushed it on us as a fucking experiment,
Con.
and look what happened.
Con.
Destroyed.
Yep.
It's like, be in order, because we could end up like these niggas over here.
Exactly.
All fucked up and shot out.
Right. And that's what happened to us. That's why we're a holy nation, man. We were supposed to be a representation of how Yahweh B'Hashim Yahushua runs the heavens, man. He wanted it the same as in heaven as it is on earth, which it will be. You know, when the kingdom of heaven is established, it will be. But it's what we hear today. You know. Let me get John chapter 16, verse 20. Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. So for the longest we've been weeping and lamenting, but the world was rejoicing. The heathen nations, when they came together against Israel, they actually became the head of society. They actually gained the riches of society. So we were in mourning. It says, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. And that's what you're seeing now. Our sorrow in this kingdom is now being turned into joy, because this kingdom that we've been in for fucking forever is now crumbling, man, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see your enemies. What is that, Romans? I think Romans 9. One of the things a man looks to see is his children growing up and the falling of his enemies. Roughly paraphrasing, but it's beautiful to see these things. That's why we're rejoicing now. Our sorrow is no more. Now our sorrow is turning unto our enemies. It says, a woman, when she is in travail, have sorrow, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you. And that's what we're seeing now. No man is going to take our joy away from us, because the more this world crumbles, the more we're going to rejoice, until the point where we're going to be in the kingdom. And we all know once we get in the kingdom, ain't going to be no more sorrow. Ain't going to be no more sorrows.
For us.
For us anyway, you know. Ain't going to be no more oppression. You know, negative thoughts. We're not even gonna have fucking negative thoughts, man. So this is the beginning of the transition. You got anything up?
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the faces of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor. And right now, when you look at everything that the men of the Lord are going through, nobody's making account of our labors. Everybody's counting what we're doing is shit. They're not counting. You just man, you go out there, but you're still just a nigga.
Yep.
You wasting your time. Everybody think we're doing this shit for nothing.
Yep. Not understanding that they're literally in front of the future rulers of the planet, you know, with Lord's will.
Okay, I'm gonna get this right here. This is Mark 6 and 4. But Yahushua said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. And this is why we don't this is why people in the land don't respect us. But this is where we're from. And they like, oh man, you're just niggas.
I grew up with you.
You're just niggas.
You know, you got people in your family. What? You're a prophet?
And that's kin.
I
And
changed
that's
your
among kin.
Exactly. I changed your diaper, boy. You ain't no prophet. You know, that's what our families. That's how they look at us. Like, you can't be no prophet. I know you. You know.
And then you got some brothers with their wives who don't even believe in the truth. They're thinking the same thing, because it said because the last part said it says and in his own house. So even amongst his own wife, his children, I know. I remember Apostle Ramla was doing a video. It was like a couple of days ago, maybe last week, where he was saying he was telling his son to take the trip, and his son told his mom that, oh, dad is bugging again. See, the prophet is not. He's without honor in his own house. Our own family don't even believe us.
Yep.
Our families, our cousins, our
peers.
no, nobody believes us. Only people who are going to believe this are the elect, that believes truly and endure. Because you got a lot of people who are trying to fit the part right now, but they don't really believe. And we can tell through their actions they don't really believe. But they're trying to fit the part. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for.
So they're gonna be looking at us like, wait, I took this dude as a nigga. He worked at he worked at CVS. He was a stalker. This is a man of the Lord? Are you serious? This is what they're gonna be saying in that day. They took us for nothing. They literally looked at us as nothing, as monkeys, as heathen. They look at us as heathen.
My man worked at Walmart. My man used to be a singer.
Right.
My man used to be a drug dealer.
Right.
My man used to be a killer.
And you a prophet, man? Get out of here, man. You ain't nothing.
Come on, man. I know you, man.
Right.
I know you.
Wait, where your plane at? Where your fancy clothes at? They judge men by what they got here, not understanding that the Lord, he didn't worry about that. He always dealt with the meek, the humble, the lowly. He just read the scriptures. He said the meek shall inherit the kingdom. Fucking LeBron James is not about to get into the kingdom. Jay-Z is not about to get into the kingdom and be set upon, be a ruler upon this earth.
That wouldn't be righteous at all.
Exactly. Con. The Lord's not the author of confusion. He said the meek. And I don't give a shit. Meek Mill is not gonna be, just because you name yourself Meek. No, you're not gonna be a king in the kingdom. You're gonna be a regular man, cause you got your constellation here. You got the cars, you got the notoriety, you got the fame, and you did it all in fucking wickedness just for a short period of time. When we actually did things in righteousness, did things for righteousness, for a kingdom of immortality, for a kingdom that's eternal, man. It's a big difference. Go ahead, Art.
It says, and they repented and groaning, for angels and spirits shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. And that's what these people are going to say in their minds when they see that the men of the Lord are the men of the Lord. Because they're going to say like, damn, we've been fucking them up, we've been insulting them, treating them like shit all this time. Okay? And I'm pretty sure every brother's going through his own situation or whatever, or been through whatever situation he's been in from coming into the truth to now. We all been in certain situations. Like when brothers first come into the truth, we got a spirit where we want to just tell everybody.
Yep.
And our families, they call us crazy, they laugh at us. Come on, man, just get out of that, man.
Yep. That's
a cult. And these are the things, when the time of judgment comes, they're going to be thinking back to themselves. Like, yo, he was right. Especially right now. This is just the beginning of it.
Yep.
This is the beginning of it. Okay? They never thought martial law would be in these streets. These streets. Cops. I was talking to my sister. She lives in Philadelphia, and she was telling me every time people are spotted on the street, the cops stop them and ask them where they're going and why they're outside. And if they're not going to work or exercising or going to like get medicine or something that's deemed essential, they get a fine or go to prison.
Martial law.
And if they run your number through their system, because they're going to ask you for your name. If they run your name through the system and you haven't been caught yet, they'll probably give you a fine. The next time, you probably go to jail. Now since you still ain't learned your lesson, you already spreading the coronavirus possibly, now you're going to jail, asshole. Now we got to lock your ass up because you can't be trusted on these streets.
And also, not to cut you off, but our people, they don't understand that this is not changing. This is not going to get better. A lot of these people, they're afraid of what's to come, so they think, oh, it's this quarantine, it's not going to last. It's only for a short period of time. They don't understand that the Lord said he's not going to heal Babylon. The Lord, he's literally taking the mirth from this nation, so he's not going to heal this nation. It's only going to get worse from here. That's why the prophets have been sounding the alarm, blowing the trumpet, man. Go ahead, Art.
It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
Yep. And that's that great I told you so moment. They thought we didn't have any honor. They thought we were talking out the side of our necks. We was, like he said, we were some cult. You
Just
know?
niggas.
Just niggas came up with something wicked. You know? They don't understand. It tells you, what is that, Ezekiel 33. A prophet, you gonna know that a prophet was among you.
Ezekiel 2.
Khan, Ezekiel 2. You gonna know this.
No, it's like, you're right. Yeah, it's Ezekiel 2.
Khan, you gonna know these things, okay? Why? Because we told you these things. We told you that martial law was coming. We told you that pestilence was coming. We told you that the race wars are coming. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, this is about you.
Wait a second, let me get it right. It's Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 5. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them.
Fine. So, whether you believe or not, you gonna know the prophet was among you. Because guess what? The Lord gonna put a spirit upon you, literally in those days, to rewind all these clips. Every time you ran into a man of the Lord and you just scoffed, he gonna put that shit right back into your remembrance. And it's gonna make you shame-faced in that day. I bring that word out a lot because I'm telling you, man, Israel, you're gonna be so shame-faced in that day, bro.
Especially the ones that came up against the men of the Lord.
Khan, you gonna get it the worst because you actually was invited to a holy conversation, whether we knew it or not. When we're preaching out there, that's the Lord putting a spirit upon us to hopefully invite you into this conversation. So when you tell us something like, "Why y'all preaching so harshly?
Why you cussing?
Why you cussing?"
Remember the ball?
Khan,
We
right.
broke all this down. But why you gotta say motherfuckers?
Right.
That's what you
So
get
that's
out of
what
that,
you
asshole.
You got out of everything we've been saying this whole time, over an hour. You sat here, and that's what you got. Yeah, how about you? He gonna whoop your ass. Take that cuss word. He go and that's not me saying. It's the Lord saying. He gonna whoop your ass, man. That's what's wrong with our people. You want to hear everything smooth. That's how it's so easy for a pastor to win you over.
Well, scripture say, "Blessed are they who are not offended in me,"
Khan.
and we're coming representing him.
Exactly. He was a stern man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it tells you he flipped the when he went into the synagogue, I think what he flipped the tables, man. He was like, "What the fuck is this? Y'all selling merchandise, bro? You
Bro.
literally selling the word now?"
If I get a stack right here, a stack of, let's say, 20,000, I smack the ass of a nigga on the face. Bam, nigga.
Right.
That's yours. You think he gonna say, "Nah, you disrespecting me. I ain't taking that money. Get that out of my face." Yeah, he gonna take that shit.
Exactly.
And that's what we doing out here.
Yeah.
Let's say we are coming off rude or disrespectful. Let's imagine that scenario. We still giving you bread. And if you're gonna take that money, you gotta take this, asshole.
And my whole thing is this: if we're coming off rude, okay, apparently coming off nice, like your pastors ain't been working, something got to be done. Once again, Israel, you're a stiff-necked people, man. Everything got to be smooth like honey. You ready for this? Open up. That's how y'all want the word. Open up.
And
Like
I ain't
fucking
want that. They
kids.
like, "Nah,
Exactly.
get out of here. Get it out."
Exactly. And that's exactly why Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he is preparing everybody for Jacob's trouble, whether you want to believe it or not. Whether you're in the spirit of fear or you're in the spirit of rejoicing, you're getting ready for Jacob's trouble. Because he said his judgment is going to begin in the house of Jacob, man.
It says, "How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh? And his lot is among the saints."
So those who you took in derision, those who you took their lives for, it was a joke. Yo, you guys need to go to college, get a job.
But that just goes to show you the men of the Lord are not going to be people who you even think going to be men of the Lord. Or why would they be talking like this?
Right.
Because you never thought a person like this could be a man of the
Exactly.
Lord. So when you look at a man and be like, "No fucking way he's a man of the Lord,"
Right.
that should be a clear indicator he might just be a man of the Lord.
Especially, this is what kills me. Especially in 2020, a brother is on the streets preaching the Bible, telling you who you are.
Looking like a fool.
The first thing I'm like, hold on, let me do some research, bro, because I ain't never hear nothing like this. Our people won't even look at it that way. Like I said, when we was in the world, we was doing all types of wicked shit. It's so crazy because if I had my pants hanging down my ass with a gun on my hip, okay, throwing up gang signs telling you about the Lord, I bet you, what are you talking about? You'll listen. It's so crazy because you'll probably subscribe then, but when a man come humble, he come, you know, and literally in the meek spirit, oh, he's a problem. Oh, I don't like what you're saying. Oh, it can't be you. You need a 3-piece suit. You need a mansion. Where's your private jet?
Matter of fact, you want something crazy? Look at the let's just look at it like a rap, right? You have all these rappers and singers talk about hoes and bitches. Everybody wants them. Or you'll have these rappers, they'll be like, I'll be cheating with this girl, I'll be cheating with that girl.
Oh, he's so attractive. like Future. Motherfucker can keep having, it's nothing wrong with having multiple wives.
We're just painting up a picture here.
We're just setting the picture. Well, literally, see that this man placing his seed all upon the planet. Yeah, but he's still attractive though. It's something about him. That's what the woman is saying. You're like, bro.
Let us call them a bitch. Or let us sit and
you're not a man of the Lord. Nope, you're not a man of the Lord.
That's like going to the hypocrisy of our people.
Exactly.
It's okay if they do it.
Yep.
It's okay if they do it in wickedness. Yep. But if you try to do it in righteousness, that's the problem. And we're not even talking about just having multiple women.
Yeah, not even that. Yeah.
We're just speaking, just in general, the hypocrisy of our people, how they allow certain things from other people.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure I'm going to say this right now. Every single female in this truth, every fucking one. I don't care what you say. If you say you know, you're a fucking liar. Every female that claim themselves to be in the truth have wanted or had a crush on or wanted to marry one of these rappers or singers that boast about, because they all rap and boast about committing adultery and sleeping with multiple women. They always brag about that shit. And y'all wanted them in the world. So y'all will take a wicked man doing this, but
we're considered lame. I said we're considered lames to them.
Matter of fact, this is Zephaniah 1 and 12. they'll 3 and 12. They'll take a wicked man saying these things. But if a man say he wants this in righteousness, burn the fucking house down. Burn the fucking house down. Now, me personally, I don't even want multiple women. I don't even fucking want that. But the point is, you do have men that do want that. And you got women on the right that claim to be on the right-hand side who are strongly against this. But when they were in the world, they would accept this in wickedness. They would accept it. Like I said, they all wanted it with rappers and singers and shit like that. They all wanted it. And in wickedness, they wanted it. But in righteousness, now you so-called be cleaned up. Now you don't want it no more?
You too lame. You don't do nothing. Where's the fun in this relationship? That's how they look at it.
No, we're talking about women who actually claim to be in the truth, who are so-called godly. Those ones. Those ones.
Those are the worst ones.
But it just blows my mind. In wickedness, you want it, you don't mind. But in righteousness, but they'll say, oh, that's different, he's rich.
Right.
Didn't Yahweh Shemi Ashai set up the poor to be the rich? So what's the difference? Like I said.
No patience.
I'm not, like I said, right now we're not in a time of multiple wives.
Right.
So I'm not even speaking on that. I'm just saying the hypocrisy of our people. There's certain things they'll accept in a wicked way, but they won't accept it in a righteous way. That's what this is all about.
Right. Very sick. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 12. Or 13. You want me to start at 12?
I think it's 12. No, Zechariah. Hold on. Yeah, it is Zephaniah.
It's just the end of Zephaniah, right?
There's one.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees.
So everybody who's down with the society and all the doctrine of this place, whether it be man, woman, or child, anybody who settled on any power that was given on the left-hand side, if you love this place, you're going to be destroyed.
And listen to this, because this is our people. This is how they feel. It says, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore their good shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. See, the Lord said this, and that, he's showing you the minds of our people. See, our people, they believe in Jesus, that he does no good and he does no evil. He just loves everyone. It's okay. Everything that's happening, it's okay. So guess what?
It's free will.
It's free will. I'm gonna relax. I ain't gonna kill nobody. If I don't kill nobody, I'm good. I can break all the other laws. I'm good. I'm not killing nobody.
Even if I do kill
And even if I do, hey,
God, Jesus died for my sins.
he died for my sins. That's what he died for.
He knew I was going to kill that person. He said he knew me before I was in the womb.
Exactly. See, that's the wickedness that our people subscribe to, man. It says, therefore their good shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. So what is he talking about? This is Jacob's trouble. This is what y'all about to go through. Why? Because you set up there and said the Heavenly Father and his begotten Son, they do no good and no evil. Like you trying to fucking mock the Lord, man. You gotta pay for that, man.
Like when niggas say, we all gotta die anyway.
Right.
Hold on, big fella.
Yeah.
That's not what the scriptures say.
Con, exactly.
The scriptures say everybody not going to die. What the fuck
Con.
you talking about?
He said he's gonna be a remnant, bro. Don't let us down because you want to be fucking
Right.
wicked, man. It says they shall also build houses, but not inhabit them. And see, that's what this nation's doing here. Virginia, they still they're one of the states that's still doing well, so they're still building. By my house, they're still building up communities. Okay, they're still building churches and all this other bullshit. Not understanding that nobody gonna inhabit it. Nobody about to stay there. It's not about to be generations built from that house.
Probably concentration camps.
Exact con.
Or military houses.
It says, they shall also build houses, but not inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. The great day of the Lord is near.
That's all these stocking people are going to be doing. It's going to be for nothing.
Yep.
You stocking for the elect. That's what you're really doing.
Yep. That's all you're doing. And then that's a lot of videos you see on YouTube right now, where the so-called white man, he's pretty much he's showing off what he has. You know, they've been preparing for this for a long time. So now that giddiness, I gotta tell everybody. So now you see the videos. This is my pantry, and this is how much I've got, and I've got my shotgun, so I'm ready for you. Not understanding that the Lord, that shit don't mean nothing. You still gonna be destroyed. You just stocking up for the men of the Lord.
Or eat, because it's a rule, or it's like a section in the martial law section or whatever, where the government can confiscate items from other people's houses. And you see, I seen a video where it was the FBI raided some Jewish place, and they was taking out all these medical masks because they was hoarding them, which is against the law now, which Trump made against the law by initiating this medical martial law type thing he got going on.
Yep.
And when this actual martial law come, it's going to be against the law to hoard food. They're going to come, and this asshole that's on that's just making these videos with his shotgun saying all the food he got stockpiled up. What do you think is going to happen when the elite, they're monitoring everything going online? So when they see this, they're going to be like, okay, he uploaded from this server. This is where he lives. We're going to go there.
You got this IP address, all that good stuff.
So then we're going to come take all his food. We got him.
Yep. And that's research that I've been doing as well. They literally, all the videos we upload, anything we put online, they put us in a database, man. Me and his brother probably got files upon files on us right now. You know?
Probably, no, for a fact.
Yeah, it's inevitable, you know? But we're not gonna stop. Once again, we're not worried about what man can do. I'm worried about what the Father can do. He can destroy the soul and the body. All Esau can do, they can destroy my body. They can't destroy my soul.
And Yahweh Shemiel Shah, he got a green like that.
Gone, exactly. So I don't give a shit what they got. Once again, everyone is in the hands of the Lord, man. He signs off on everything.
There's still more.
Yes, sir.
No, still more.
Time. Oh. He says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near. And hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the Lord, Salaki, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath. So the day of the Lord is not a day of rejoicing. okay, for the world. It's not a day of flowers and rose petals. It's not going to be a rollout of a red carpet. And your so-called Jesus is coming back, this white guy with straight hair, dog hair coming back. No, it says it's going to be a day of wrath, man. A day of trouble and distress. A day of wasteness and desolation. A day of darkness and gloominess. A day of clouds and thick darkness. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. The Lord said, I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. So what's happening in the days to come, the Lord, he's about to blind these men, okay? A lot of these women, they think that they have a man who's gonna keep their stability going, not understanding that these men, if they're not subscribed to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, they're going to perish. The Lord's going to put a spirit upon these men that's going to be of no understanding, be of darkness, okay? That's why it was so important to fear the Lord. That's why it's important to come back to your power. It says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. So you're going to see so many people dying that it's going to be like, just literally like shit, just everywhere, okay? You're going to see bodies piling up everywhere. You can Google right now, but the government has stockpiled on plastic coffins, okay? Coffin liners. The Lord is setting up for that great day of wrath, man. He's setting up for Jacob's trouble. He's hitting the spirits right. He's making that great separation. Go ahead, Art.
This is Zephaniah. This is what I was trying to get for you.
Fine.
Chapter 3 and verse, I'm going to start at 17. Yahweh, thy power in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted.
God.
So Yahweh Shemi Ashai said he's going to save them that halted. And when you go into that word halted, like the brother was saying, that word he said lame, that's what lame mean. The ones that are lame. The ones that are lame, that bow down. The one decided to give up their lives and started living for Yahweh Shemi Ashai. Because the ones that do that, we're looked at as lame. Right. That's why it's lame. It's not a cool thing to be to not smoke weed. It's cool to smoke weed in the world. It's cool to smoke cigarettes. It's cool to sleep with all these different women. Who cares if they have men? It's cool to go out and party and drink every night. It's cool to watch every single sports game all Sunday. These things are looked at as cool and wise, and this is why the men of the Lord who follow Yahweh Shemi Ashai is looked at as lame. But he said he's going to undo all the affliction of the so-called lame, the ones that was looked down upon. He's going to undo all of that affliction.
Then he say in the scriptures that he's going to give us fame and glory in all the lands that he placed us in.
Here it is right here.
Huh.
It says,
that's crazy.
And gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put out, where they have been put to shame.
So it's right there. You know, you see your Drakes, your Jay-Z's, your Beyoncé's, they've got fame, but they got it in vain. You think people when this coronavirus hit, you think people was Googling Beyonce? You think they was, oh, Beyonce, tell us what's going on. Jay-Z, help us out. All that fame, that's vain, man. It tells you, the scriptures tell us that the men of the Lord who sacrifice, who follow Yahweh Shai, they're going to get fame. Now you're about to see righteous fame. You're about to see our names ring bells throughout the earth, man. The 144,000. Now you're going to have a righteous fame to where it's going to be a fame that's never going to go away. And when we establish the kingdom, we're not going to be talking about Jay-Z. Oh, man, remember that one song he made? Remember Nipsey Hussle? Remember that song? We're not going to worry about that. That shit is gonna be an afterthought, man. It's gonna be about Yahushua and the elect. Now we're gonna get that glory with Yahushua, because he's gonna get it, before anyone. But under him, we're gonna get that glory, man.
Come. Yeah, that was it.
That's it.
You guys wanna know? All right, so with that, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash.
and Adawam Ratazah Thumb Tamayim Akim Wa Akwafim Nikal. Shalom.
Shalom, Wa Abad Baba.
How to be cashiers and then just have cashiers set up in every single booth.
You know they about to lay off. You know they about to lay off everybody.
Not